Hybrids, how do we hit them? Do we get a little bit confused and we think that this is more like playing a fairway wood? Well, I want you to think of a hybrid like a long iron. We're going to aim to try and hit down on it, and we're going to talk about how we hit them off the tee and from the fairway. Let's hit one from the tee and do a little bit more talking down there. Hello everybody and welcome back to Alex Elliott Golf. Today is all about the hybrids and I've got my new one length hybrid here. We're going to talk about ball position setup and the feelings in the golf swings to how to maximise these off the tee, out the rough and the fairway. So let's talk about the common misconceptions when we're using these hybrids. Now, one thing about these hybrids are they are more forgiving. The head's a bit bigger than say your traditional long iron with the weight and centre of gravity further back. So that makes the club a lot more forgiving in terms of gear effect, but also because that centre of gravity is back and low, helps you get that ball up into the air. So I just think a lot of people should use these, especially if you don't generate that a lot of club head speed. These definitely are the way forward for you. We said in the tee that a lot of people think of these as a fairway wood, almost try and feel like they're brushing them off the turf. I want you to think of them the opposite. I want you to think of this as you're going to try and take a little bruising divot after the golf ball, like you would with a long iron. And when we're teeing it up on the tee like I did there, we're only making sure we tee it up a little bit. And for me, this then becomes a very, very versatile club. In the wind, it's very usable, low, high, but most importantly, if the greens are firm, we can definitely get this landing soft, unlike a long iron, which is traditionally very hard to do so. Right, so my feelings for this would be the ball position, because this is my hybrid 3, would be in the same position as a 3 iron. So I'd roughly have that, a club head inside my lead heel. And then from here, I'd attempt this and I'd hit this shot and the feelings would be exactly the same as if I had an iron in my hand. Let's not try and brush and scoop the ball into the air. Let's really try and focus on making a nice bruising action just past the golf ball. Think of that bruising action just past the golf ball. Treat it like an iron and we'll definitely have a lot more success with the hybrid. Let's hit one from here and now in the rough. We now find ourselves in the rough, and like I mentioned before, hybrids are very, very versatile clubs. A lot of the time when you get a long iron in rough like this, it becomes very, very hard to get that strike and you've got to be pinpoint accurate. Whereas now, with a little bit of a bigger head, centre of gravity a bit further back, club can get through the turf a little bit easier and that ball can get a little bit higher easier because of that centre of gravity. I think a lot of people should definitely contemplate trying these hybrids even a little bit further down their set. You can even get a 5 hybrid and even a 6 hybrid now as well. And if you don't generate that club head speed, this will definitely help you get those gappings a little bit better in those longer irons. Now, a lot of people that come to me in the longer irons and they don't feel they hit them different distances, especially between their 6, 5, 4, and if they carry a 3 iron also. So this is where these come in handy. You'll start to launch the ball a little bit higher and you'll start to see incremental distance changes also. Right, let's hit this one from the rough, full routine, picture the shot, keep it fluid. So why are these hybrids more forgiving? Well, one, this hybrid's an oversized shape. So what does this allow them to do? Well, we can actually put the centre of gravity further back and lower. So this increases the gear effect, so increases the forgiveness. So if you get this off-centre hit, the gear effect will compensate for that and allow that ball to come back to target. Now, also, because of this oversized head, we can then put the weight low and back as well. So what does that do? Helps us get the ball in the air. Unlike an iron, where the centre of gravity is right behind the face. Unforgiving and definitely a lot harder to get into the air if you don't have the club head speed to match. Thank you for watching today's video on Alex Elliott Golf. We're talking all about the hybrid. So we talked about how we should play them, the feelings in the golf swing, and how we should really match this to our iron swing, not our fairway wood swing, okay? And that's really important. Remember that short tee height if we're going to tee up off the tee, and it really does then become a very, very versatile club. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time on Alex Elliott Golf.